Alright, so here we are in Maya, and I'm just going to go to File and Import, and same thing, navigate to the desktop and go to my pumpkin. There it is, my pumpkin folder, and I'm going to grab that low. Hit F to focus on it, so you can see it's here. I'm going to move it above the grid so we can go to our front view. So I'm holding space, go to front. You'll notice that it's also backwards. So we can go ahead and rotate it on Y 180 degrees. And you notice now we've got all these changes in here. So what I want to do is, and again we want it facing in the Z-axis, I'm going to go to Modify and Freeze Transformation. And I'm going to right click on this. I'm holding the right mouse button on and go to Assign New Material. And I'm just going to select a Lambert for now. And under Lambert 2 name here, I'm going to name it Pumpkin underscore MTRL. And under the color channel here, I'm going to select this. Go to File. And navigate to that desktop pumpkin folder. And I'm going to grab the one that's labeled Albedo. So it's this one right here, my color map. Now if you can't see it in the viewport, you want to hit this number 6 key. Alright, let's go ahead and set up the normal map. So I'm going to right click, go to Material Attributes. You can see it comes up here. You could also switch to your attribute editor here and then right click Material Attributes and it should pop right up. And where it says bump mapping here, I'm going to click on that and I'm going to go to File. I want to change this to tangent space normals. And then I'm going to go back one and then click my file here. And I'm going to select my normal map and hit open. Now if it doesn't work for you for whatever reason, you can switch between these until you see them, right? So you right click Material Attributes, it brings it up, you click bump mapping, and then you click this here. You select it, and then you can click forward once and then make sure it's on tangent space normals. Now let's export it so we can get it up to Sketchfab. So I'm going to select this here and just do File, Export All. Now if you click on this and you go all the way to the bottom and you do not see Fbx Export when you bring this all the way down, you have to go to Windows here, Settings and Preferences, and go to your plugin manager. And then go down to, let's see, we want to find Fbx Export in here. I think it's in its own little section. There it is, Fbx Export to Maya. Make sure both of these are checked on. So let's go to File, Export All. And I'm going to name this Pumpkin underscore SF for Sketchfab, so I know which one of these to do. And off to the options on the side here, I want to make sure that I uncheck animation for now because I don't have any animations in here. So I'm just going to uncheck that. And then I want you to look for something that says embed media here. See how mine is checked off? You want that on. That's what's going to embed the texture into the FBX file for when we go to export it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And mine exported successfully. And I'm going to open up Chrome. Alright, so here we are in Sketchfab. I'm going to go ahead and hit login. And I'm going to click my Google account. And I went ahead and selected my email account here. And then I click upload up in the corner and it gives me this. So I'm going to go to choose file and I'm going to navigate to my desktop. And find my pumpkin folder and then pumpkin SF. Make sure yours is spelled correctly, but that's okay. Then I'm going to hit continue. I'm going to let that upload for a second. Alright, so once it's done uploading, you can hit continue. And it'll begin to process your model so that you can see how it looks in the 3D viewer. Alright, so here's an example of a model that once it's uploaded. So what you're going to do is you want to make sure that it's published. You're going to get some publish settings up on the side. Down at the bottom you want to click embed, and then once you click in here once, it's going to give you an embed tag. Now go to your Weebly site, so this is how you're going to submit your homework, and go to build after you go to your pumpkin sculpt page, and just drag out an embed code and drop it at the bottom. I want you to come up with a cool way of displaying it, and then once you click in here, hit edit custom, and paste in that embed code. And once you click off, you'll know it works because they'll have it embedded like that. So you could also drag these around. So I'm going to go ahead and close that, delete this one because I already have it. But you can drag, the image underneath here or, one above it. But what I'd like to do grading wise is I want to be able to look at your sculpt and look at your pumpkin and make sure it's the same. And I would like an image of your pumpkin and then this. Now, you're going to submit two things to me. You're going to hit publish when you go to turn in your homework on Canvas. You're going to click here. You're going to actually give me the correct, if you go to 3D Sculpts, you're going to give me this URL. And you're going to paste that into one of the assignments. And then there's a second option for uploading a file. What you're going to do is you're going to open the snipping tool. You're going to go new. And then you're going to snip out this image here. And then you're going to save that as your first initial last name underscore pumpkin screenshot. And you're going to do this for every project. The reason I need the screenshot is because even though I have an upload date, oftentimes people will do the project incorrectly and then they'll resubmit it later and claim that they had it right the first time, but there's something wrong. So this is more for verification, is having this in there at the same time. And those are the two files you're going to submit to me for a grade.